Hello everyone, I'm Claire and this is our relationship talk. So today we have a special guest with me, Dr. Angela Dunn. So after our last sessions, right, we have a lot of questions about opposite sex. And we think that it will be great, not only hearing from our participant, but also hearing from our expert. And that's why I got Dr. Angela Dunn. So next I'm going to let her introduce a little bit about herself.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you guys online. So my name is Angela. So what I do for professional, I'm a doctor by training, and what I'm also doing as well is I work with people in their relationships. So as an intimacy coach, I get to hear about people telling me about their challenges in their relationships, their love life and their sex life and things like that. And then through that, we get to look at what can be done to improve on their relationship and love life. Okay, Claire, perhaps you want to share with our viewers what we're going to do in this series of talks.
Sure, thank you Angela for introduction. So like I mentioned, right, all these questions we gather from our talks, actually they are quite a good representation of actually the questions that people have about relationship and also the kind of struggles. And what we want to achieve in these talks, right, not only just a direct answer, because most answer solution not really applicable, but also to address some of the perhaps some insights and also more of the deeper answers to these questions, so we all can learn from that. And hopefully we can all become better in our relationship. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure whether I can achieve all of that. It sounds like such a tough thing to do. After all, relationship is pretty tricky from time to time. What I hope that I can share with you guys is through all the people that I work with, what are the things that work for them at the end of the day, and perhaps it will give you some insight of what may work for you.
Okay, next I think that we can get started with our questions. So for the questions, right, actually I have categorized them into different sessions.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the focus for today, right, let's focus on some of the myths that actually we have about opposite sex. Okay, so the first question, and actually this one has the highest vote as well, is why do guys find it so difficult to express their feelings? Yeah, I think probably it's like sometimes we think that ladies are more able to express their emotions or feelings, and then find it like the guys are usually they're very factual or very pragmatic. Yeah. Probably that's why this question will come from. Yeah, why they find it so hard to express the feeling. And I think it's true for some of the guys as well, when we talk about emotions or you want to have tell about how you feel and all that. Yeah. So Angela, what do you think about this?
Oh, I do think that both guys and girls, we do have some times where we find feelings hard to articulate, because after all, feelings do not have a language by itself, or rather we do not know of what is appropriate language to express our feelings. And we are also afraid that whatever that we say is going to hurt somebody. You see, so for example, if your boyfriend comes and tell you, I really don't like it the way that you're always nagging at me and not let me play games. How are you going to react?
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to get upset, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get upset, what happens? Then he has to spend the energy and time to pacify you, to ensure that you're no longer upset. So I guess whether it's guys or girls, we always feel that, if we can avoid having all these misunderstandings or this unhappiness, then we will choose not to say something that will trigger that. But also come to that, in generally, some guys find it harder to express their emotions because in our current society, most guys are taught that expressing emotions and feelings as a sign of weakness, a sign of vulnerability. And let's say if a boy would be sad and start crying, he's going to laugh at as his guy friends.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, as a girl, if you're crying, then what will your friends do to you usually?
Oh, it's okay, don't cry. Yeah,
that kind of thing. So it's a very unmanly thing to cry, and hence that associated that guys will definitely choose the more pragmatic route of solving problems rather than lament about how they feel about certain things. And as with all things come with practice. If it's something that you haven't been doing on a regular basis for some time, you're not going to be used to it, neither will you be very good at it.
I see. So I guess it's more of the cultural upbringing, how we actually perceive it, and actually what we are comfortable with. I think there's still hope then. That means that if we have more, if we have more emotional educations, or we have some of the occasion we can actually learn to express our emotions, perhaps we all can become better. expressing our feelings better.
Definitely,
I think that's actually one of the very important thing for relationships. Yeah.